Once upon a time, in a small countryside village, there lived a loving mama cat and her little baby kitten. They didn't have much money, but they had each other, and that was enough for them. Every morning before the sun rose, mama cat would gently wake up her baby. "Come on, little one," she would say. "The river is waiting for us." The baby kitten would rub her sleepy eyes, grab her tiny basket, and follow her mother. Together, they worked in the fields under the hot sun and spent their evenings fishing by the river. While fishing, Mama Cat would tell stories about courage, kindness, and never giving up. One day she said, "Remember, my child, when difficult times come, don't cry forever. Be brave and keep moving forward." The kitten laughed and replied, "Nothing bad will happen, because you're always with me, Mama." One beautiful morning, the two finished fishing earlier than usual. Their baskets were filled with fresh fish, but suddenly, a loud horn echoed. Before anyone could react, a speeding tractor lost control and rushed toward them. Crash! The basket flew into the air. Fish scattered everywhere. Dust covered the road. The baby kitten was thrown aside. When she looked up, she saw her mother lying motionless on the ground. "Mama!" She ran as fast as she could. "Mama, please wake up." But Mama Cat didn't respond. At that moment, a dog police officer happened to be passing nearby. He immediately rushed toward them. The officer quickly checked her condition. "She's alive, but badly injured," he said. He called an ambulance. As the ambulance doors closed, the frightened kitten climbed inside and refused to leave her mother's side. At the hospital, the kitten sat alone. The corridor became darker and quieter. Every few minutes she prayed. Finally, the doctor came outside. "The surgery was successful," he said gently. The kitten's eyes filled with tears of relief, but the treatment was expensive. That night, the kitten returned home alone. Even the silence felt painful. Then she remembered her mother's words. "Be brave and keep moving forward." The kitten wiped her tears. The very next morning, before sunrise, she picked up the fishing net herself. It felt heavy with responsibility. At first she caught almost nothing, but every failure taught her something. Day after day, she improved. No matter how much it rained, she never missed a visit to the hospital. The staff began noticing her dedication. The whole village began supporting her. Even Officer Dog would occasionally help transport her fish to the market. One evening, she remembered Mama teaching her to ride a bike. At first she kept falling, but Mama never got angry. She finally understood. Her mother had been preparing her for this moment all along, preparing her to stand alone. Weeks passed. Little by little, the bills were paid. And then, the news came. "Mama Cat is ready to go home." The little kitten burst into tears and hugged her mother as tightly as she could. They were together again. As they returned, the village gathered to welcome them. Mama Cat saw how much her daughter had changed, because sometimes the strongest heroes are simply a little kitten who refuses to give up on the person she loves most.
After returning home from the hospital, life slowly started becoming normal again for Mama Cat and her baby kitten. Every morning the kitten would wake up early and rush to her mother's room. "Mama, are you feeling better today?" she would ask. Mama Cat would smile and gently pat her head. "Much better, thanks to my brave little hero." The kitten would blush every time. Although Mama Cat had recovered, she was still weak. So the baby kitten continued helping with fishing and selling fish in the market. One afternoon, while returning from the market, the kitten noticed something strange near the river. A tiny puppy was sitting alone under a bridge. He looked hungry and frightened. The puppy's fur was dirty and he seemed lost. The kitten carefully approached him. "Hello, are you okay?" The puppy looked up with sad eyes. "I haven't eaten for 2 days." The kitten remembered her own difficult days and shared her fish. The puppy ate gratefully. "Thank you," he said. The kitten smiled. "My mama says kindness always comes back." That evening, the kitten brought the puppy home. Mama Cat welcomed him warmly. "You can stay with us until you find your family." Days turned into weeks. The puppy helped carry baskets. The kitten taught him how to fish. Their house became filled with laughter. One stormy evening, dark clouds covered the sky. Suddenly, a loud cry echoed from near the river. "Help! Help!" Ignoring the rain, she grabbed a lantern and ran toward the river. They discovered a small rabbit trapped on a rock in the rising water. The puppy brought a long rope. The kitten carefully tied one end around a tree and moved toward the rabbit, battling the strong current. Finally, she reached the rabbit. Everyone safely pulled them back to shore. The crowd erupted into cheers. "You saved our child." The dog police officer visited their home with a small medal. "For courage, kindness, and never giving up," he said proudly. That night, the puppy asked, "Do you think life will always be difficult?" The kitten smiled. "As long as we have courage and family, we can overcome anything." A few weeks later, the kitten noticed a strange, old wooden boat floating near the riverbank. Tied to the front was a small wooden box. Inside the box was a note. "If anyone finds this boat, please help us. We are trapped on Willow Island. Our food is gone." Mama Cat saw the look in the kitten's eyes. "I know that look. The look that means you've already decided to help." The next morning, their journey began. The dog officer steered the boat. The kitten felt excited for her first adventure beyond the village. Suddenly a storm hit. Huge waves rocked the boat. Fear filled the kitten's heart, but seeing her mother's courage gave her strength. They reached Willow Island. It was beautiful but unusually quiet. Then, a faint voice echoed through the forest. "Help!" In a clearing, they found a family of squirrels. They were exhausted and hungry. The kitten immediately shared the food they had brought. "You saved us," said the father squirrel. As they prepared to leave, they realized the boat wasn't large enough. They had to stay the night. That night, while others slept, the kitten noticed a steady light glowing deep within the forest. It seemed to be moving. As she lay down, she wondered what secrets Willow Island was hiding. She had no idea the next morning would reveal a mystery far bigger than anyone could imagine. The sun rises over Willow Island, casting a golden glow upon the morning mist. It is a day of new beginnings and quiet whispers. Nestled in a bed of soft grass, baby Kitten stirs from her slumber. Her wide green eyes capture the first light of the waking world. She gathers her trusted companions, Mama Cat, the puppy, and the dog officer listen intently as she speaks of a mysterious light in the woods. With curiosity as their guide, they pack their supplies. The journey into the heart of the island's ancient forest begins under the tall trees. Deep within the shadows of the vines, they discover a secret, an ancient stone pathway, hidden for ages beneath the thick wild grass. The path leads them to the edge of a massive cliff. There, standing tall against the rock, is a giant wooden door etched with stars. The dog officer steps forward, his strength steady and sure. With a heavy creak, the ancient wood gives way to the unknown. Beyond the threshold lies a dusty underground chamber. Sunlight pierces through the ceiling cracks, illuminating a treasury of forgotten history. Hundreds of fragile books line the walls. Mama Cat reaches for a weathered volume, its pages holding the secrets of a lost community. The words tell of a time when Willow Island thrived, a place where every creature worked together in harmony and shared their joy. Meanwhile, the puppy discovers a preserved wooden chest. Its contents are a window into the past filled with maps and vibrant photographs. These photos capture moments of grand celebrations. They are reminders of a bond that once connected everyone on this island. Baby Kitten finds the final journal. At the very end, a powerful message is written in gold. Kindness and unity built this island. The message resonates in their hearts. It is time to return. They'll leave the chamber behind, carrying the wisdom of the elders. A rescue boat awaits at the shore. As they sail away, Baby Kitten spots a mysterious figure waving from a distant, foggy hill. Back at their home village, the air is filled with music and laughter. The community celebrates the safe return of their brave explorers. The peace is interrupted by the arrival of a weary traveler. A messenger pigeon, dusty and tired, lands with a letter for Baby Kitten. The letter is from the mayor of Pine Valley. It is an urgent plea for help, describing a village in great distress. Puppy leaps with excitement at the prospect of a new adventure. Mama Cat watches with a mixture of pride and quiet concern. The team sets out once more. Their path takes them across rushing rivers and over the peaks of snow-capped mountains. On their way, they hear a cry for help. A young deer is trapped beneath a heavy fallen branch, unable to move. Working as one, the team prepares a rescue. The dog officer uses his strength while the others provide comfort and support. With the branch lifted, the deer is free. It offers a graceful nod of thanks before disappearing back into the safety of the woods. Finally, the gates of Pine Valley appear. The village is silent, showing the scars of a recent storm and heavy damage. The once grand watermill stands still, its wooden wheel broken and choked with debris. The heart of the village has stopped beating. The goat mayor greets them with a heavy heart. His eyes, though tired, reflect a glimmer of hope at the sight of the newcomers. As night falls, the village is bathed in moonlight. Baby Kitten walks down to the riverbank, her mind racing with possibilities. She looks at the broken mill, seeing not just the damage, but a way to fix it. A risky and bold plan begins to form. Unity and kindness were the keys to the past. Now, they must be the keys to the future of Pine Valley. Tomorrow, the real work begins. Together, they will prove that no obstacle is too great when friends stand side by side.